The Canine Companion in Fallout 3 was modeled off the dog in Mad Max 2. Welcome back to Professionally Casual Gamers, the podcast where three friends kick back after a long work week and casually talk about everything gaming. I'm your host, Alex, joined by my good, great friend, Ralph, which is an awesome inside joke, and the unofficial third member of the podcast, Cone, making his...
In person, baby!
In person, his triumphant return. I know we've gotten so many comments like, oh my gosh, who's this guy with the sweet, sultry voice, Cone? What does he look like? I must know, because he doesn't have like any social media presence.
Well, now you know. I'm sorry to disappoint. There's nothing I can do about it, so let's just keep it rolling.
I was born this way, guys. Yeah, we're going to give him a haircut afterwards. So anyways, today we are kicking off episode 35. Whoop, whoop. So you'll know I'm talking on my phone. I am a little ill-prepared here. This is honestly just like a ragtag squad, which you can kind of tell from the energy.
Yeah.
Ralph is doing some weird dance. You should have seen what he did to me right before this take.
That sounds really ominous.
True. But anyways, today's episode 35, and let's talk about what's been keeping us busy. Cohen apparently has a couple mystery games.
Yeah, I'm saving that for the end, though, so you guys have to go first.
That's kind of scary.
Oh my gosh.
They are. They're like, I read some more graphic novels.
All right, Ralph, do you want to kick us off? What have you been playing?
Nothing too crazy. I started playing this game called No Straight Roads, which was a game I really wanted to play like a long time ago. I wanted to wait for it to go on sale, but it was on the PlayStation,
The PlayStation?
Extra. Like the PlayStation Plus
1.
Extra.
Yeah.
But,
Are you winning, son, on the PlayStation?
It's a vibe today, folks. But it's essentially this like platformer action game that's like music based.
Oh!
Yeah, so like it's a
Interesting.
music based platforming action game, but like
I'm thinking of like Crypt of the Necrodancer.
No,
not that that has
it's not.
platforming, but
So unfortunately the music part is very like separate from it, which was super disappointing for me because I was kind of expecting it to be like the Hyrule like music game and Crypt of the Necrodancer like beats for like shoots per second or whatever, like that shooting music game. But honestly, it's a sorry, I told you this.
This is a Jim face moment.
But
so
so the gist of it is that you're these two characters. One plays the guitar.
I can't pause. There's gonna be one moment in this episode where I'm talking directly at Cone, and I'm just gonna bow. So
Look at your stupid face.
I forgot to mention this. So
We're sponsored.
This episode is brought to you by Spindrift. No, so per this season, we sometimes have like a drink. So this is what we're rocking this time with Spindrift, which is very carbonated, as you can tell from Ralph's little his onomatopoeia that he threw in there.
Stolen from my wife Sam.
She'll probably watch this, and then she'll be like, "Oh, that's why there was like one more can of Spindrift."
There's 0 cans of
Oh.
Spindrift.
Even better. You want to see it.
So, wrapping this back, essentially there's these two characters. One is like a drummer, the other one's a guitarist, and they're trying to audition and like for this like record label that develops energy for the city, and they get energy from making music or whatever. But like they got they got rejected because they wanted to do it with rock and roll, but instead they only do EDM.
Nice.
So
Good choice.
the game is like stylistically really cool. Like I think it's like really fresh and
What's it
really
called
cool. No Straight Roads.
Okay.
And the gist of it is that like it's like a combat like action game, and then the enemies they move to the beat of the music, but you don't. So like at first I thought it was like super cool, but then eventually when you actually start playing it, like whatever you do really doesn't like coincide with that music, so it's not as cool as it sounds.
At least you need to understand the beat of the music to defeat the enemies and like predict what they're gonna do, right?
I guess, but like it's like not as cool as it sounds. Because I played other music games where
I know the only one I know is Crypt of the Necrodancer,
Right.
where everything you included is to
Right.
the beat of the song.
Yeah. But like the thing is like you're always on the offbeat when you attack, so it doesn't feel right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like it doesn't feel good. Like the combat doesn't feel good because you're not doing it to the beat of the music. You're just paying attention to everyone else that's
It's
moving to the music.
like asynchronous to like the beat.
Right, so it's asynchronous to the entire game. So it's super weird. But stylistically, it's super cool. I think it's really interesting. Like, it's like flashy and great, but like the combat is just not there, and I don't like it. The music's really good, but like I think I'm probably gonna drop it, and that's kind of like
those games probably aren't long though, right?
Yeah, they're like I looked it up. It's like 4-6 hours long.
Oh, okay.
But like I don't know, maybe I'll jump.
And not even that is worth it.
No, because like I feel like there's other games that I should probably jump into instead. So are you burping too?
I was, but I'm not a degenerate.
I'm sorry. It just kind of came out. I'm like,
to the rock music. Yeah.
But so that's one, and then the other game that I'm playing right now is I got invited to the closed alpha or closed beta. No. It's like a closed beta of like Marvel Snaps. So So Alex told me to like sign up for this like Marvel card game.
It's like Hearthstone, but
Marvel characters.
Yeah, so it's like a deck builder game.
Probably PC and mobile.
Yeah, it's super simple, super easy. I don't know where I'm gonna land with it. I put in maybe like an hour or two into the game.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. I think it's a little too simple. And
I'm too smart. I went to Illinois Wesleyan University. You graduated early though.
By like a month,
a semester.
Yeah. But yeah, like
dogs.
Hi. Hello. She can't see. Oh, you can see her. Yeah. Hello. But so it's like a little too simple. It's only 6 turns, which is nice for mobile. So like it's super quick. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so it's like you only do 6 turns.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 areas that you can put cards in, and you can only put 4 cards in each area. So
what's like the average turn amount in Hearthstone? Like
I don't know. I haven't played Hearthstone in a while, but I think like Hearthstone at least lasts like 10 minutes or 15 minutes a game.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Longer.
But like for this, maybe it's like 3 to 5. To like finish the entire like.
That makes me want to play some more Legends of Runeterra, the League of Legends, Hearthstone basically.
We were supposed to keep on playing. What was that? What's the other one?
TF2.
Are you about to like guilt trip or something? What's going on?
Teamfight Tactics.
Yeah, the auto chess one.
Come on, you want to play some TF2?
Yeah, it might be done.
Yeah, we played TFT for like a week.
Yeah,
like straight.
It was an obsession.
Yeah,
when it came out, I was pretty into it, but. It's been a while.
And like you could definitely play that.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, but those are kind of the 2 games I'm playing right now. What are
and
Colin doesn't want to go.
Yeah, dude,
so what are you
secret surprise.
The closed beta for that Marvel game you talked about was Android only. And I'm superior on Android.
Are you on iPhone?
I'm on iPhone. Cool. So we actually forgot to mention this, but last week's episode, if you're wondering, to the listener B-Wall, if you're wondering why last week didn't have an episode, we ran into an audio issue.
My fault.
I wasn't even gonna say
my
anything.
fault.
I wasn't gonna say.
I didn't check Alex's levels, so I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So last week we didn't have an episode, so that is why we're back with episode 35, part 2, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna have a fun mini-sode for next week too. So look forward to that.
Are we? We're not doing one next week, right?
No, because Ralph he's going to. Oh, he talked about it.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to Comic-Con. That's it.
Yeah, and I'm probably not going to see you for the next couple weeks after that, because if you don't get coronavirus, you're definitely going to get con flu.
Is that the thing?
You're gonna get
there's going to be a lot of bodies in
People
there.
are going to be licking so many doorknobs, and you're going to be...
They're delicious.
Steel flavor, rusty iron. Yeah, anyways. So yeah, last week I started playing some Crash 4.
Okay.
It's about time, because it's free on PlayStation Plus, so if you have access to that, totally recommend downloading it.
Did you play the remake of the trilogy?
The Insane Trilogy? Yeah. No, I didn't play that. So every so often, I just get the urge, like, play a simple platformer, right? Just, you're a guy or an anthropomorphic bandicoot getting from point A to point B, and he's trying to jump across. They're not called apples, actually. They're called something else.
Oh, yeah, they're like Snugu berries or something.
I don't know. It's like Oompa Loompas or something.
Yeah, it's fun.
So yeah, there's something just fun about platformers, right? It's like if you had a
platformers are not fun.
Well, for
They're
you,
the fucking worst.
I don't know.
So surely there was one platformer that Super Mario Sunshine.
I hate all platformers.
That's
except for Smash.
I hate Smash.
That's a
too.
platform fighter.
I play Smash because my friends want to play Smash.
True. The real Smash Bros. Was the friends we made along the way.
Good.
So yeah, I've been playing Crash. I actually want to play the Klonoa remasters.
Oh yeah, there's a big push for Klonoa out of nowhere because I'm pretty sure it's a pretty old IP.
Is it like a big push? Or
It's
more push than zero, which is what it had before.
Or like the publisher's like, people like platformers now. Let's make Klonoa.
It's
again.
a push between 0 and 5 out of 100.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were on the PS2 era. I played the first one, Door to Phantom Isle.
When did you play
How
that?
do you know these
Yeah.
names?
Like, at what point were you like, oh, dude, it's Klonoa. I don't
Klonoa
need
was
Final Fantasy. I don't need anything else.
It was a
Klonoa.
core memory for me.
It's crazy to me because I don't even know Klonoa. Like, I remember Sphinx.
Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy.
And I remember talking the Power
Juju, yeah.
Like, I don't know what the hell Klonoa is,
Talking
dude.
Power Juju's good. There's like 3 of those.
Yeah.
Dude, you remember that level when you're in like a big, like dark, swirling tunnel and you had to like jump over rotating platforms?
Yeah,
that
and
was
then you
so
select
hard.
which power you
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
That was
I
the
know,
game
because
was-
I probably never
The Staff of Dreams.
Yeah,
That was the second
the
one.
sequel.
That one was good. And then there was that really bad Nickelodeon series.
I don't know.
For
PS2 game?
Tech.
Oh,
No, Tech had a Nickelodeon.
Oh, they had a series. Yeah,
there
I
was
didn't know
something
that
else.
existed.
I see.
Not great. Anyways, so Crash 4 is fine. I talked about this like ad nauseum last episode, which like is in the ether now. But yeah, it's fun. Like for a free PlayStation Plus game, totally check it out. The way they make it challenging, and I don't remember if it was like this in the PS1 games or even in the Insane Trilogy, but the objects, or like the crates, anything that you need to platform on or over, does not have shadows. So, I remember we
Sure,
talked
it's not
about
just
this.
a lighting issue?
So, why I think it's deliberate is because your character, whether you're playing as Coco or Crash, your character has a very specific shadow.
Right.
So you're
can
normally
kind of tell.
watching the
Yeah.
shadow, not even like the character is like where you're gonna land. So yeah, that's difficult. But like, it's fun. It's scratching the urge for like the platformer. What I think, part of me is like, man, I wish Crash really like stood the test of time because like
I don't.
Mario's still around.
I think it's stupid.
Review well though.
Yeah, so they do fine.
Yeah.
Like Ratchet and Clank still does well. I don't know, whatever, like animals.
Jack and Dexter,
Sonic,
still killing it.
Cooper.
Sly Cooper. I mean, they'll come back.
You're
I
like,
think.
they're not around.
They're not
anymore,
around.
guys.
I think they'll come back. I think Jack and Dax will
Bring
come
back
too.
Motorstorm, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
But what bugs me about Crash is that like he's just like an idiot.
Okay.
Right.
Like his personality
Is
is
he
just
stupid?
like he's dumb.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even talk. He just makes like these dumb noises. And
He
like
doesn't talk.
is like the
just
bug-
roasting Crash over here. Guys trying to collect his Oompa Loompas.
Like Coco has like her tablet. She's like a
Does Coco
millennial.
talk?
Yeah, she talks and she's like
Crash doesn't
she's
talk.
like sophisticated. And Crash is like always like the butt of the joke. He's like,
like,
yeah, he just makes like
He's-
uncomfortable noises, and
He's a simple man with simple pleasures.
he really is.
I'm gonna make Alex that like a gif of just like
Make me a freaking Discord emote,
Yeah.
just like. So yeah, I've been playing that, and then on Amazon Prime Day, I picked up Sifu, which
Oh, is it free?
no, it was so normally like the disc version is $40. I
Okay.
got it for 30, so like 35 with tax, whatever. Still awesome. It was like a game that I've been like wanting to play for a while. Just had like other stuff, so I saw that it was on sale. I'm like, all right, it's time to do it. So I played it for like an hour or two yesterday, and I was actually like really worried because
Did
people
you not like it?
because people are like the first level is so hard, like
Yeah.
you keep dying like over and over of it, like restart.
And you
Oh,
just got
here
through
it
it
is.
one shot.
Here's the humble brag. I was really worried.
How about you call a gamer? So it's
You
not
know,
a huge
I'm just
issue.
really fucking good at games.
Gamers, listen up. I played Sekiro. No, so why I really was looking forward to it is because Sekiro is like one of my favorite games, and that is based around like parrying and like occasionally dodging and then making your strikes. So this game definitely took some inspiration from that. Like you are, you for the most part you're parrying, and then you can dodge some attacks too. And like as you attack them, you're doing damage to 2 different bars. One is just their HP, and one is in Sekiro it's called like a posture bar. I'm actually not even sure what's called in this game. But once you like fill up the posture bar, then you can do like a finishing move
I
on
see.
them.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's cool. How it's different from Sekiro. Sekiro is mostly like one-on-one combat. In Sifu, it's a lot of like mob versus you. and it definitely takes like an homage from like those old school like kung fu martial arts movies, where it's just like a bunch of
Jackie Chan doesn't want any trouble, but he's like throwing schools at people.
Actually, though, you can use like the environment too. Like it's definitely like it nails the feel like those cool martial arts movies where people are just circling around you and you're just like taking them out one on one.
So, Tommy, did you beat the first level?
Oh yeah, destroyed it.
Are you serious?
Well, I did beat it on like my first run. Like no question.
That humble, right? It's fine.
Tried to lean forward and initiating gaming position, but yeah, it's cool. So on top of the parrying, you can physically dodge, like physically like move.
In real life.
Right, you can like roll or whatever.
You see Alex.
Whoa! It makes you feel like a martial artist. IGN 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. But what it does that I think is cool that I've never seen in combat, on top of like the physical dodge, if you hold guard, you can just shift.
I love the fact that we're in person because Alex
I can do this. Like, look, now we're doing like a synchronous dance. So that's really I don't know. I've just never seen that where you have two dodge options.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually it's your defensive options are going to be a parry where you stand your ground and deflect an attack, or something where you get out of the way.
Yeah, or you roll. But this is literally I'm standing here, and then like you shift your buy a little bit, and then like you can attack right after.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, if we're going with like tiers of like how difficult it is to like counter an enemy, the very easiest would be like physically dodging because you have like iframes, like you're spacing yourself. Then is like the actual dodge, and then the hardest would be like the parry. And there's like you get more damage off after like if you dodge, like the stationary dodge, the damage you do after that is more than like if you physically.
I risk how reward.
Yeah. Would you get into speedrunning for this game?
Are you committed to doing a speed run tomorrow?
I'm not, but I do want to get the platinum trophy. Yeah. Like the combat's really fun. And then one more. Did you just? No, I saw you shit. I'm about the gym facing.
No, that was the chair. Boy.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. One thing I do want to say is the intro to the game, like the prologue, is is super cool because you play as the antagonist. I hear one of the dogs growling here.
It's okay.
So to learn the controls and like the story, you play as the antagonist, which is awesome. You go in there, it's super like classic martial arts, like the old prodigy kills the master, the good guy is watching from the corner, I will get my revenge, and then like the game opens. But yeah, it's cool.
I love recording in person because he's so
can get some
he's so like
hand
motion
oriented.
All right, is that?
I talk with my hands.
Alright, are those the two games that you played, or is there more?
That's it for me. I'll definitely be playing more Sifu, and I'll talk about it next week.
Alright, Colin, show me your
Alright, so what are your mystery
Show me your
games?
secrets.
So first mystery game. So I almost beat Sekiro.
What?
Yeah, dude. Well, no, the final boss. I got to the last phase. But...
What is action? What is this? Actions per second. What is this?
Listeners, if you don't remember from like last season, Kona's a bio curse where like games that are high APM or actions per minute, he kind of like
can't do it for whatever reason. So I don't know. I just took it slow, so I did like an hour a day, and then just like a lot of breaks between it. And there's
like
not a lot of
therapy for Cone.
There's not a lot of like mashing or tapping. I guess aside from the parry. I don't know, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm glad I was able to do it.
Yeah, the game's so good.
Yeah, the game's really good. Got some hot takes for you. Sekiro's a good game, so yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's
so. Did you drop it, or you're just?
I don't know. I'm thinking like, is it worth it to defeat the final boss? Because most of the time, when it comes to
oh my god, that was the hardest boss I've beaten. It took me 2 weeks.
I know. That's why I'm like.
Final boss?
I didn't play like every day. Like I took like 1 or 2 days off, but like it took me like duration of like.
Is that the boss you fight in the first? Like, is that the first boss?
There's 4 phases, and he has a gun.
But that's the first boss, right? I saw like one person.
Kinda, yeah.
I saw a person like beat it in like one run. Like
yeah, why don't you just do that?
Like no, when you first fight him.
Yeah,
that's the early guy.
Yeah, you can beat him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, because the thing is, I'm not invested in the story that much, so I know if I win, my only reward is the story. And like, I think back to previous Souls games, and obviously I was like, oh, I gotta beat everything, and like, gotta do like, because it's it feels good to.
Mozzie, come.
Maybe you should close the door when he comes.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, for this one, I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like I already had like 99% of the enjoyment I'm gonna get out of that game.
You should beat it.
Yeah, I'll probably keep chipping away at it, but... Yeah,
like,
overall,
it's 4 phases, and, like, it's such a, just, like, you need to get good to beat it.
Yeah, like, there's no gimmicks around it.
You mean it's not harder than Elden Beast?
Yeah.
I'm over here! Now I'm over here!
Yeah, no, Sekiro definitely a big design change from Elden Ring. Like, this is the opposite of that, where it's like, your options are to get better at playing the game, so how about that? You're like, okay.
Yeah, like, there's some, like, power-up stuff, like, customizable, but, like, for the most part, like, and the boss says it too. Like, what is his saying that he says?
Oh yeah, or
like whenever he dies.
Hesitation is defeat.
And that's literally like you just need to like get in there and like deflect attack.
You're just like my hands are moving by themselves.
Yeah, like hesitation is defeat with that boss, and it's just like.
Yeah, no, but
and he pulls out the submachine gun. I'm like, what is this?
Casual. No, but overall, it's very good game. I'm surprised when people talked about it. I always heard like, oh yeah, dude, this isn't Dark Souls. It's not about dodging anymore. It's all parrying, and like it is for half of the fight. Like the first half is still dodging and attacking. Like that made a lot of bosses a lot easier instead of focusing on just parrying to get the posture bar full. Like there's a lot of patterns that are a lot easier to actually dodge and attack them with. So.
Yeah.
Like, once I figured that out, a lot of the game came together,
but can't you parry every attack in Sekiro?
There's some, like, red attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones gotta jump.
Yeah, you need to jump or dodge or...
jury counter,
but there's more parry opportunities in Sekiro compared to, like...
I would say it's like a 65, like...
Yeah, it's definitely more built around that. Yeah. And overall, like, the combat, you can tell from the first time you parry the first guy, like, in the beginning, it just feels awesome to... hit that sword, knock it out of the way, and just stab him. It's just
the combat's so satisfying.
Yeah, it's very satisfying.
I feel like the third phase is actually the easiest for that boss. Because you pull an Avatar of the Last Airbender and just, like, redirect the lightning.
Oh, yeah. That part's good.
It does, like, half his health.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Did you not do that?
I'll be chipping away. You're talking about the final boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a lightning phase.
Yeah, but overall, very good game. And then, obviously, I mean...
I can't believe you're playing Sekiro!
And we can talk
so excited!
Dude, Because, like, Ralph hasn't played it.
I'm scared that I'm not...
I'm scared! Help me!
I'm scared I'm not good enough, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it really does. There's not a lot of options, but I'd recommend it. Like, the level design is... I love the aesthetic of everything, and, like, the monster design, enemy design, boss design, all of it's really good. But especially, I mean, I don't know, do you want to talk spoilers about that one boss fight, or is Ralph gonna play it at some point?
Monkey?
Oh, I already know the spoilers about that.
Oh, okay.
It comes back to life.
Dude, that was... I totally fell for it. I got him, I was like, it wasn't even that bad. I'm, like, walking in circles, like, it's all me, and then he just slowly...
spinning it, and then he just steps on you.
He just slowly gets up, he's like, hey, here we go.
Doesn't he, like, bash you with his head?
He does a scream that builds a lot of terror.
Man.
And that kills
the umbrella is a good counter for that.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I did.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the first game. The game's really good. It's probably my favorite FromSoft game.
Nice!
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What is it for you, like, Sekiro, Elden Ring?
DS3.
Nah. Dude, Dark Souls are in my bottom 3 for that.
I like DS3 more than Demon Souls.
Dude, Demon Souls like 3rd place.
When you replay it, I think you'll agree with me.
Did you play Demon Souls on the PS5 yet?
Yeah, dude, I have a PS5.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I think you'll agree with me, actually. It was... Like,
it's probably dated.
Glad I played it.
I mean, I one-shot a Flame Lurker.
Yeah,
so.
I remember those groups.
You know what I mean?
I use a shield, like...
Yeah.
You didn't believe me, too. You didn't believe me, and you know why?
Check my hair.
And I fucking knew he wouldn't believe me, so I recorded the entire fucking fight.
Yeah, I was thinking ahead. Okay, so that was the first game.
Good.
Second game, very different genre, very different everything, was Neo 2. So that was...
You just play all the Souls games.
Oh yeah, I lent it to you, right?
No, I just bought it digitally.
It's like $5.
I guess I should have just...
It's like $5.
Yeah, it was on sale for like 80% off. I'm like, okay, I have to do this. So yeah, again, pretty similar to Sekiro in a lot of ways. It's obviously their take on the genre. The combat, I think, is still a lot better. The stance switching and all the techniques you can do.
It's like way fast. Did you play Neo at all?
I didn't like Neo 2.
It's so much faster.
Oh yeah, you did. You gave it a shot.
I didn't like Neo 2.
Where'd you stop playing it?
I got to the boss who can also do the form switches.
Oh, where he hulks out and turns everything into the demon zone or whatever.
I think it might be like the third boss or something. I like how there's so many.
Are you spin? That's a burp.
Spindrift. I like how there's so many options because like Sekiro, like it's just
you got katana. That's
you can customize like your arm powers, which those are like very
situational.
Yeah, but in Neo, there's like 8 different weapon options.
Yeah,
and within
so
that,
many
there's like
trees.
a massive skill tree. There's like a low, medium, high stance or something. So
yeah. Which 2 weapons did you use?
Then I don't know if you're gonna like Strangers in Paradise because I know you want to jump into Strangers in Paradise, and everyone just keeps on saying Strangers in Paradise is just Neo 2.
I don't know. But I like how in Stranger in Paradise there's like classes and like powers you can do.
Yeah, but those
stuff.
are just the weapons in Neo.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Also, like, you couldn't jump in Neo.
Yeah, it just feel weird, especially after Elden Ring. You're like, I kind of want to.
With just like
around.
The environments too.
And the level design is bad.
Coming off of
Is
Sekiro
it? Yeah,
too.
it's
Because in Sekiro you can obviously jump and like
a lot
grab
more
around.
mobility.
Yeah, so I'm like, so it felt weird. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I used the.
You gotta use the fist.
I did not.
Oh.
I think I maybe
Maybe.
use like a spear or just like it's the plain Jane katana.
There you go. Yeah, it's not a bad.
Yeah.
That skill set.
I mean, I understand why people like it. I thought like the ability to change into the yokai. Is that,
The yokai form.
I thought that was kind of lame.
It's weird because you have to hold 2 things to do a parry. Like you have to hold R2 and then press circle, and in the heat of the moment, that takes a lot of like rewiring to be like, okay, hold this and press circle, because I was missing a lot of those parries.
Also, and it's kind of like the mimic tier argument where it's like I think it trivializes a lot of the bosses. Like you can just like, well. I only played like through
eventually
3.
it doesn't.
Yeah, in the first 2 at least, like
you can just
start the boss with the yokai form, and then you do like half their health, and then like you do the rest.
Did you beat it or?
No. So there's a boss that's kicking my ass, and again I'm kind of like,
Is it the white guy?
No, it's it's some guy that turns into like a crow, and he's like invincible for most of the fights. You have to just slowly.
Because in Neo 1, like he plays like a white American dude, right?
Isn't he English? He's like British.
I don't know.
Yeah, William.
I was like, he's white, dude.
I watched Cone play a little, like, whenever Neo 1 came out.
that was a long time ago.
I think he's a boss in Neo.
Oh, so you don't...
I can see
Wait,
that.
you don't play as the...
No, you gotta create a character this time.
Oh, okay.
In Neo 2.
Yeah,
it's like
it's pretty
prequel,
nice. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's a prequel?
Pretty sure it is.
I don't remember. The story, again, like, Neo's big thing is that the story and the level design are very not good, so it really just all falls in the combat, which is great, but
In the Souls-likes, that's fine.
Yeah. So, I don't know, overall, again, really fun. I wanted to play that for a while, so it was good to get that going.
See, these are not actions per minute game.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Like, I don't understand what's going on.
I feel like Neo's probably low APM.
Yeah, like, a lot of the time you're just kind of moving around, and occasionally parrying someone and killing them, so...
Right. That's interesting.
Not for me, I'm just spamming dodge the entire time.
Yeah, but those are my mystery games. You're welcome.
Those are, okay.
Those are good.
Yeah, no.
As far as, like, mystery games go, they're pretty on brand.
He was so excited, though. He's like, Sekiro?
Yeah.
It was Sekiro.
Yeah. Wow. So it's your favorite FromSoft game.
Yeah.
I have a proud dad moment now, Ralph.
Yeah.
Proud dad moment. Alright, cool. So let's move into some of the industry news. First up, move aside Studio Ghibli, move aside Studio Trigger, move aside Mappa, Bones, whatever.
UFO table.
UFO table, yeah. New heavy hitter anime studio coming in hot because Nintendo is entering the ring. So,
is it just called Nintendo Studio?
So Nintendo is buying an animation studio. I'm not sure if they're going to be like rebranded as like Nintendo Studio or something. But they are buying Dynamo Pictures, which I've never...
Oh, dude, I love Dynamo Pictures.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do you know Dynamo Pictures?
I've never heard of them, but they've done some work with like motion capture, stuff with like Persona 5, Nier Replicant, Death Stranding. They also have done some like actual anime works, like Ghost in the Shell, Studio Ghibli's Earwig and the Witch, whichever.
Like the worst one.
It's I don't think it's the worst one, but it's definitely bottom whatever. So, yeah. So not you know, their pedigree of works isn't exactly great, but they've been around. They've been in the industry.
So what's their first project gonna be?
Mario.
So what is one?
I'm pulling for Kirby. I think that would make the most sense.
A Kirby anime?
Yeah, or just like a little short adventure, little OVA.
Actually, yeah, that would definitely pull. That'll pull like a good audience, and then I wouldn't be too like.
I would like a Zelda one, dude. Zelda would
Zelda
make sense.
I think that's
for an anime, like a shonen anime Zelda.
Yeah, would Link still be a silent pro tag?
No, I can't. They can't move.
Yep, just like that. We got the voice lines recorded.
Oh, we need Alex.
Like really extra today.
It's the spin drift. You spiked it.
Oh my God.
I
thought it was like, I'm taking a shit. I'm taking a shit.
Okay. Anyways, I think a Metroid anime would be awesome.
That's
I remember when they
checked.
made that story Metroid game.
Yeah,
everyone's
everyone loved it.
Everyone's like, oh, I don't, my superior.
I think so. I don't know why it was bad. Was it just like everything about it was
It's
bad?
character
or, like-
assassination was
They were
long
like,
and short of
they
it.
made her weak. They're like, oh, I can't use my powers because my superior told me I can't use them. For
That's
Samus,
weird.
the bounty hunter.
Yeah, that's strange. But yeah, obviously they don't need to go that route. But just like, I feel like just Metroid as an anime would be cool. An obvious great answer is Star Fox.
Fire Emblem.
Oh
Dude.
yeah, that's already anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd go along with the character design so well. That'd be really cool.
What else do they have?
That's it.
Mario, I mean,
Oh, dude,
F-Zero.
what if they made a Pokemon anime?
what if?
I'm
yeah.
watching the Pokemon anime. It's really good.
Yeah, there's a new one. It's called like what's it called?
Master's Journey.
Journeys. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Is it done?
Ash is fighting Steven right now. Steven Stone.
The dragon guy?
No, the one that with the Metagross from Emerald, the champion from Emerald.
Oh.
Never played Emerald.
Yeah.
God.
You never played Gen 3?
It's the Torchic Mudkip.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Played that. I
Yeah.
just don't remember Steven.
He's the guy with the white hair.
I got nothing.
No?
I don't know. But yeah, Nintendo making anime. That'd be pretty sweet. I think it's surprising for me to hear that. Like, if Microsoft or like, what's going on here?
It's just Mozzie.
Oh, okay. Like, if Microsoft or Sony purchase like an animation studio, I feel like that'd be more surprising. We saw your butt crack.
Oh, did we?
No, I don't know.
I hate you.
I mean, the bottom half is cut off, so probably not.
But Nintendo, it seems a little ambitious. Dogs.
Oh god, they're both on me now. One got jealous.
But yeah, it seems a little ambitious for Nintendo, which I'm always down for because we always like Nintendo branching out and doing some new stuff.
Dude, an ARMS anime?
Oh my gosh. Well, when they did the reveal for Min Min, they had like a fun animation style for Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who knows?
I was
Pretty
joking,
cool.
but sure, why not?
Sure, I mean, ARMS didn't do well as a video game series, so maybe they can...
I think Zelda's like a shoe-in. Like, that's like the move there.
Would you want them to do an original story or redo one of the games in anime form?
I don't know. I mean,
They should do Zelda CDI.
Oh my god, the Philips CDI.
Yeah, the storyboard's already there, so they can just.
They should redo
Yeah, the memes.
the Zelda cartoon from like the 90s. Well, excuse me, princess. Do you guys remember that?
I think they already reached their peak with that, so there's nothing else to do with it.
Oh my god! After this, we're definitely gonna watch just like a YouTube video.
No.
It's so funny. It's so good. Okay, yeah. So if they do a Zelda one, they're definitely gonna have to at least do a callback to that.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
totally
totally.
needed. All right, let me pull up my next news story here.
Yes,
Yes, of course.
Did your browser say that?
Yeah.
That's why it was like, these ads, man.
Yeah, I
can't see
have
any of
on
them.
my I have different tabs open on my Chrome. A new PlayStation Rewards program is opening up, which can give you money for playing games and getting trophies.
Oh, really?
And it's funny because Sony specifically said this is not NFTs. I swear,
Isn't it kind of
in
NFTs?
bold, underlined, italicized, exclamation point, not NFTs. You can't like collect them, trade them, yada yada. So essentially, what it is like they'll have like different milestones or like different challenges you can do, or it's like when you get platinum trophies or different trophies for like blockbuster games they called it. And there'll be
like PlayStation Studio games.
I'm assuming,
Yeah.
like God of War, I think
Yeah.
would be a great one to roll this out with. So as you get these different accolades, they'll be worth like digital currency that you can use in the actual PlayStation store.
And you can kind of like put it into the
and
blockchain.
then you can put my blockchain and
Yeah.
but yeah, it's cool. So what this is, when I was reading it, what it reminded me of is the Microsoft like Xbox achievements like when it was first announced. Because what I thought it originally was, like back in like the 7th grade when the 360 came out, what I thought the achievements were in like the gamer points was like, oh, this is like 10 points, and then I can use that
to unlock an
in the
avatar item.
store.
Oh yeah,
And like towards like buying a game. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna buy one game, get all
and
the
then
achievements,
get all the achievements,
and then buy
figured
another
it out.
game. I outsmarted you.
And then Alice is like, oh, like all these achievements are worth $3.
They're worth nothing. Like, the
No, they're
achievements
worth your pride.
were
which
literally,
is
yeah. I mean,
even
same with
more.
the trophies, right? It's just like a bragging rights thing. But what was funny was when I had that thought about like, the achievements.
You're like big brain.
I did a brain blast from Jimmy Neutron. I bought the Burger King.
You got that for free. You got that for free from Burger King.
The Burger King kart race.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
You had it your way.
Do you remember sneaking? You're like sneaking up to people. And
I
getting
remember
the
seeing
burger?
that. I never played it.
Dude, why is the Burger King gotta look like that? It's just like permanently.
Yeah, it's nightmare fuel. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this free game, and then I'm gonna get Halo 3 because of that.
Man,
for all the
I miss those days where like
Yeah.
brands made video. Do you
Yeah.
remember Pepsi Man?
Yeah, wasn't that game like
Pepsi
unironically good
Man!
at
Yeah, Pepsi Man's so
the
good.
free runner where you like
Yeah.
jump through people's houses or whatever?
He was a Kool-Aid Man?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
kind of. Pepsi Man was a good game.
Was it a good game? Or
Yeah.
was it just me?
No, it like Pepsi Man was genuinely a very
Dude,
good
the
game.
mechanics. Oh my god. I don't remember that. I specifically remember Burger King though. And then when I discovered that the achievements and gamer points were just like bragging rights, I was like, oh, that makes sense, but like, damn.
Yeah, you thought
so-
you had them.
So this is actual like, hey, if you get those trophies, you get the platinum trophies, like they're actually going to have I don't want to say tangible, but like actual
Intangible rewards.
intangible rewards that you can cash in on with the PlayStation Store, which is awesome. And so if you're already enrolled in like PlayStation Plus, they're just gonna throw you in there automatically. So that makes you think like the stuff that you have already earned will be like retroactively.
Yeah,
will give
apply
you
to
points.
your...
That sounds
Okay.
kind of insane because in my
That sounds awesome.
Because in my head, I'm like, I better have like $200 in there.
I don't know how many platinum trophies do you have.
I have.
You got a few,
I
right?
have like 10.
Yeah. I have no idea. I didn't sync my PS3 account to my
Ooh,
PS4.
foolish.
Yeah, so I had like all the Naruto Storm games. I had those platinum.
Yeah, those ones don't actually
But it's
I know,
not.
they're
But it's
so
not a
easy.
blockbuster game, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
that's well. Yeah, they said like milestones for like the blockbuster games. So just like
You're telling me Ultimate Ninja Storm wasn't a milestone?
No, dude,
Oh, first and foremost, Ultimate Ninja Storm is part of the PlayStation Plus Extra. So maybe it is. Maybe it is.
yeah, anime's becoming more
Where's Jump
mainstream.
Stars fit into that?
Oh my god.
I really wanted to play that game.
Yeah, that game's
Alex,
great.
Alex kept on telling me, "Don't fucking buy it. It's terrible."
Oh, just because it's a bad game?
Yeah, it is. It is very much a bad game. It was fun. Cone and I played it for like an afternoon, like at PAX. Where it's
Yeah,
like,
it was
we need to like sit down because our feet hurt. Cone's
Yeah.
body was about to like just disintegrate.
Yeah, that game's really bad though. So.
Yeah, it's not great.
Well, when it first announced, I'm just like, "Oh, this is gonna be a bad game." Because I looked at the art
style.
I was like, "This looks weird."
Yeah, like,
I
let's
don't
just
like this
apply
at all.
Unreal 3 to this.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It's such a great idea, and it's oh my god.
They should have just kept it underneath like the what is
Cell
it?
shaded?
What is it?
CyberConnect 2.
Yeah,
should have
Cyber
done it.
like the engine CyberConnect 2 uses.
Yeah. Yeah, because all like the licensing mumbo jumbo for all those titles, like it's gonna be. I have
It's
no
never
idea.
happening again.
I don't know.
Well, they're all owned by Shonen Jump, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we got
it's just
some hope.
like
So actually, I shouldn't be that bad.
yeah, like having it localized for like different countries. I think that's,
yeah, that's
where the issue.
that's what's tough.
That's why like a lot of those J Stars, Jump Stars games were just Japanese
Japan only.
exclusive. Yeah. But anyways, next up, last piece of news, we've got Kirby gets the Fall Guys treatment in a surprise new Switch game. Kirby has a second game coming out in 2022, which is crazy because
Yeah, they're
a Kirby game.
pumping those out.
Yeah, Kirby game coming out in general is just like huge news. But a second one called Kirby's Dream Buffet is a multiplayer game where you race around delicious hazards. The Switch eShop exclusive is due out in the next couple of months. So again, yeah, second game. The first one was Horizon Forbidden Kirby.
No, it's Forbidden Lands.
Yeah,
No, I think Alex said it right.
Forgotten Lands, I think. Then this one is Dream Buffet, and Mozzie is just digging for treasure over there.
Oh,
at best.
Mozzie, come. He's like, no.
Yeah, so
this is my bad, Alex.
This has been getting a lot of comparisons to Fall Guys, like in this article title that I just read. And I'm not sure, is that apt? Kinda. I think there's some merit to it.
We don't know what the game is yet. I think the one key differentiator is that like you're eating shit while you're like rolling.
It's like Pusheen, Sushi Cat.
Yeah.
You get like bigger and bigger as you eat stuff.
Yeah, but I think one of the main reasons it looks like Fall Guys is one. I mean, it doesn't have the 60 because Nintendo's like, we don't know how to make.
What's the player max? Like 30 or
we don't know
20
yet.
or something?
I don't know if there's like actual numbers. There was like a screenshot of like maybe 10 or 20, but I don't know if it's like up to the same like standards as Fall Guys. But I think one of the main reasons is one, you start out with like 10, 20 people on a line similar to how Fall Guys is. But I think there was one stage that looked like one of the Fall Guys levels, and I like called it out to my wife Sam, where I'm just like, oh, this looks like whirligig. So like literally, I think that's why people are having that comparison for it.
Yeah, there's definitely like it's a platform racer, and it does. So I would say like it's a nice cross between Fall Guys and City Trial from
Alright, bro.
When you're just like riding around
that mode where you're going around like collecting power ups and you're getting more powerful like for the race, and then like you do it again, and, like so it's these races and you're progressively getting stronger and stronger, which keeps like the Kirby identity of like getting powers, getting stronger, using them, whatever. So that looks pretty fun.
I'm getting
is Sam is she excited for the Kirby game? Did you see it?
I showed her the trailer. She was like, great. She like
another one.
She's like, yes, let's buy it. She was like, when does it come out? Sometime this summer. Great.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, I would expect it to be free.
No, it's not.
Did they say it's not?
I don't think so. I mean, if it was free to play, I'd be surprised.
Interesting. Because I know that there was another Kirby game that came out. I think that was free. That was strictly eShop. Like Star Allies or something?
I think that was free to start. Oh. That's how like Nintendo does their games. They're free to start.
They just kind of slowly add the...
You don't question Nintendo business practices. They just do it.
They're doing their best.
Yeah. So like you get to play like for like 20 minutes and then you have to buy it.
I see. I see. Cool. Yeah. Can you play as the Waddle Dees?
I have no clue. Like you saw different.
Your uncle works for Nintendo.
One day, boys. One day.
That'd be cool.
Who knows?
Cool. Well, yeah. That is. I guess that's all we got. This is
the whole thing.
Yeah, so thank you for sticking around for our 35th episode of Professionally Casual Gamers. We had a lot of fun hanging out with each other, and we hope you did too. Yeah. If you have any discussion topics or questions, send over on professionallycasualgamers@gmail.com or on our Instagram/Twitter, which our intern Cone always checks at professionallycasualgamers. See you next week, and keep it
What if someone actually sends us something?
Then our intern Cone is going to check it out.
Alright, cheers.
Nice.